Hello there, my name is Slam and welcome back to my set of TrP tutorials. Today we will be looking at the ZiU 9 electric multiple unit setting up from the main island Trolleybus depot. Before we start though, I would like to remind you once again that in the settings my precise throttle mode is set to the inverse hold for a smoother driving experience. This allows me not to hold the F button while using the precise throttle mode, and I only need to use it when emergency braking or resetting the throttle. Now let's get started. I will now open the drive menu and look for the ZiU 682 ZiU 9 electric multiple unit. This is our another Game Pass Trolleybus in the game, second that I will be covering so far. Unlike the typical trolleybuses that we have covered before, this is actually composed of two ZiU 9 trolleybuses coupled together using the EMU system, when the ZiU 10 was still not in production. This is also by far the most difficult trolleybus to set up as well as drive, given the tow bar in the middle and severely different steering characteristics. As a result, I will be driving it from the main island depot all the way to Tatra Forest to demonstrate these steering differences as well. Whether I decide to go through Orange Avenue or not will be up to discussion until I decide to depart. Very well, let's open the spawn menu, select the main island depot. You can select any livery you want as well as any left or right flag, and whether you have the 200 game Roblox custom livery game pass, you can also load your own liveries or liveries of someone else that are not in the vehicle livery presets. I have this add livery number 4 Beppy's livery set at the moment, and let's get to the main island depot. I will wait until the trolleybus spawns in and we can move our character. After that, I will go to the vehicle equipment desk and take our toolbox, as is the tradition on this channel with the TrP tutorials. So here is the toolbox. Let's check our trolleybus number. This time it is 1732. Let's look for an EMU with this number and this right in front of us. Given the complexity of the setup, it is recommended that you always start at the rear with the EMU to make sure that you proceed very smoothly and ensure that the setup takes the least amount of time necessary. We will place the toolbox down by holding the V key and left mouse button click. We will take out the pole head wrench and the two inserts associated with it, climb the ladder, open the hatch and stand on top of it. Let's check the pole inserts. Above 70% satisfactory for me, so we can leave them alone. We will now grab the trolleybus poles and place them on top of the wires. Very well. The left pole is attached. Let's take the right one. By raising the pole by holding the E key and lowering it by holding the Q key, we can adjust the pole as well as our character's position to make sure that it gets attached smoothly. Now that we have done so, I will place the pole head wrench as well as the inserts back into the toolbox and start moving forward. Although not to the front cabinet, as there are two of them. We will first go into the second driver cab, which has been stripped of all of the instruments. As you can see, the toggles for the battery and power steering are not present, as well as the speedometer and the manometers are gone as well. We will first release the parking brake. Yes, this trolleybus has two parking brakes. Enable the 4 breakers: fan and generator motor breaker, compressor breaker, front heater breaker and the backup fan and generator motor breaker. The fan now sounds in the rear of the second unit. We will close the cab door and leave via the 4th door. Since there is no pressure, we can just push them aside. We will now go all the way to the front, open the first door, which is driver only, exclusive to this trolleybus. Place the toolbox next to our driver's seat and take out the reverse wrench, placing it on the sickle notch next to our driver's seat and set it into the forward position. Now I will sit down, enable the battery, power steering, control circuit, compressor, buzzer, car 1 breaker, car 2 breaker, fan and generator motor breaker, compressor breaker, front heater breaker, as well as the backup fan and generator motor breaker. Now the Trolleybus has full power, and considering it is night time, we will need to enable the passenger interior light group 1, exterior headlights by pressing the L key twice, parking lights on, doorway lighting on, as well as enable all door groups. In this Trolleybus, the door groups are identified by the first door, which is the driver door only. Then the second door group, which is the second and third doors. Third door group, which is the fourth door only. As well as the fourth door group, which is the doors number 5 and 6. We will now reopen all doors, as we will need to move around with the destination board container, which I have left in the admin building. I'll be right back, and then we can get started in the rear once again. We will take the destination board container and go to the rear of our Trolleybus. We will place the destination board container down by holding the V key and left mouse button press. Take out the small destination board in service, open the lid, hold the V key, place the board in, close the lid. Take the normal destination board not in service, place it on the notches by the 5th door. Take the destination board container by right mouse button click. Go to the front through the rear door. Place it down. Take the normal destination board not in service, notch by the second door, pick it up again, open the cab door, close the cab door when we are inside, place it inside, and take the normal destination board again, open the front lid, close it once placed, and we have the route not in service successfully set. By this time the compressor has finished pumping air into the main air reservoir, and we are at 8 bars of pressure, which means we are safe for departure with maximum pneumatic braking force possible when necessary. I will now close all of the doors by pressing the keys 1, 2, 3 and 4 in this order. You can notice that with increased air pressure in the main reservoir, the speed of doors closing and opening is also vastly faster. I will now release the parking brake and begin moving forward by tapping the W key into the M power setting. For depot movements, it is more than fine. We have a ZiU 9 in front of us. We will try to overtake it while enabling the left blinker Z key, right blinker is C key. Hazard key is the hazard lights are bound to the X key. The steering is under A and D, with steering hold on the bound to the shift key. Given our length, I need to start turning early so that I do not get jammed or jackknifed. Once in front of the switch, I will cut power, and to go right I will hold the E key. Then reset the control circuit by holding the E key, and this time we will go right, so I have to have some speed. Hold the E key to go right, reset the control circuit and continue forward. We will go through Orange Avenue, then town path number 1039, and return back to depot and stop at Tatra Forest. because this Trolleybus has some interesting characteristics that we need to keep in mind, as well as to give you some map familiarization. Here is the switch, so we will slow down to below 20. Left blinker, keep accelerating on A1 setting, hold the steering angle, maintain left lane. We have a red light ahead, so we have to stop. If we run a red light, you will lose 30 driver points, so be watchful of when or where you stop. Make sure to stop so that you have a clear line of sight on the traffic lights, so roughly the either the right hand side of the windshield or the secondary window on the right before the first door. We have a green light, so we can keep going left. We will go all the way to the right lane given the wire positioning. We will now speed up to full speed if the lights ahead are clear. Keep it nice and smooth. Speed not above 55 is recommended. You can try to go 60, but then the rear unit may start shaking violently, so try not to go above 55. Ideal speed is around 45 to 50. Traffic lights in front of us are clear on green, so we can keep moving forward. We will go right on the next switch, so we will begin slowing down on the B1 setting. B1 and B2 is regen braking, pneumatics on P throttle. Either throttle on the switch, hold the E key, reset the control circuit on the E button. Full throttle for a moment, reset by pressing the F key, hold the S until we get about P23%. This should be more than enough to stop smoothly on this intersection. I will now hold the steering angle until we get the green light and we can release the brakes since we do not need them on a straight way. If we were to do a hill start, I would need to engage the parking brake, then engage full throttle and release the parking brake in this order, similar to how you do it in a car in real life. We will now begin turning left, so that is a left blinker. Speed up on the A1. Throttle setting. No throttle, as we would be too fast on the switch. You can notice that we are somewhat dragging the next trolleybus behind us, but the front axle of the second trolleybus somewhat copies the position of the tow bar as well. We now have an X crossover. We will go over it at around 11 kilometers per hour. We can begin speeding up. We will merge left before the switch. AI behavior is a bit weird since this town path extension was added. We will not speed up further because we have a red light ahead. That would be waste for acceleration and braking. We will slow down on the B1 setting so that we can begin speeding up once the timer on the... Well, I guess I will have to stop eventually anyway. Okay, that should be green light. Yellow, so the lights are not in function given the night time. We will begin slowing down. White blinker. Pneumatic braking false. Traffic light still visible, so it's a good stop, I guess. Ten seconds still green. Throttle on. Throttle off. Notice how I'm trying to steer the trolleybus. It is extremely difficult. Make sure you don't jackknife the trolleybus or run it off-road, because it is extremely easy to do so with the electric multiple unit, considering how sharp the right-hand turns are compared to the normal ZiU line trolleybus, which already has passengers on board, likely on route number 10. We will turn right with the right blinker, M1 throttle setting, A1 to speed up slightly more as we come out of the turn. We will now keep going forward, around depot and through depot stop, through depot and industrial street stops, direct to Tatra Forest, where I will despawn. No throttle, switches ahead, slowing down. Good practice is to be 15 km per hour on the switch. E to go right. Reset the control circuit by pressing the E key once again and applying the throttle once again. After the entrance to the depot, the trolleybus lines continue left towards Industrial Street, so we prepare with the left blinker. Begin slowing down, B2 setting. No throttle, steering left on the intersection, with a bit of a delay to allow for a smooth turn of the second unit. M1, A1 setting, no throttle on the switch. Section divider, no applied throttle. After divider we will apply the throttle. Full throttle possible. We will go to 55 km per hour. This is the Industrial Street stop. 55, no throttle. Pedestrian crossing up ahead, minor hill, A2 setting. Maintaining 50. No throttle. Switch ahead, slowing down on B2 setting. We will go right on the switch, so that is no throttle. Holding E key to go right. Reset control circuit by pressing the E key once after the switch. Right blinker. Speed up once again. Full throttle permissible. No throttle. B1. Delayed right hand turn. Okay, that was a slight jam of the tow bar, given its limited turning angle. And we are at the Tatra Forest stop, where we will stop. Around 30% pneumatic is necessary for the full stop. We will now place the parking brake and delete the trolleybus by pressing the delete key. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and a bit of a driving experience with the electric multiple unit. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you at the Hardbase Island Trolleybus Depot.